time for Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. Holla Chi-Town, Scream ATL, Shout Carolinas. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. We are in the building. Yay! Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. I am Laura Simmons.
I am Margaret Green, real estate queen. How you doing?
And Meredith is in the building too, but I guess she had a phone call right now, so she'll be back in just a second, y'all. What's up? I guess that's Fred. Hey, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
So, hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta post my little thing up there. Okay, y'all. So, how's everybody doing? I was kind of cool at first. Now I'm kind of hot, and I cut my fan off, so now I'm hot.
I know how that go.
Yeah, so I just have to go back and change it again, put it back on. But anyway, you want to give them a little gold nugget? Oh, here, wait a minute. We got Ursula in the building. Hey, Ursula, how you doing?
Hi,
How you doing?
Hi, y'all.
We good. We good. How you doing?
I am good, good, good.
You good, good, good.
Sleepy.
Good, good, good. Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to hear me sing.
No. When we doing the karaoke again? Because I got to get my songs ready.
Okay, so we're gonna do it again. I have to look it up. I'll let you know exactly when we're gonna do it again. Because I think next Tuesday we were supposed to have a guest this Tuesday, but due to his schedule, things changed, so we got another date planned for him to come in and stuff.
Thank both you ladies. I really appreciate y'all.
Oh, no problem, Frederick. No problem. I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. You ready?
What
I'm
y'all
ready.
do? He said he appreciate. What y'all do?
I'm one of his members in his movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even get y'all audition.
He did inbox you, didn't he? Because he said
Yeah.
you didn't
You
respond.
reply?
He still got parts available, so just
Let 'em
inbox
know.
him back. Let him know.
Fred, what do I do? I told y'all was interested.
Oh my goodness.
Help her, Lord, help her, cause she fucking out.
I'm like, what?
Well, y'all.
Nobody told me nothing.
No, he said it, and I inboxed him, and he inboxed me back.
He said not an additional reading.
Yeah, it's a reading.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could do
So
one
you
of
gonna
the.
tell me when it is, though?
Yeah, you gonna be part of it, ain't you? Because he said he still need characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, I feel better. Okay.
she feel better. Okay. Guys, I want to start all over and just say to you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. I am the Laura Simmons. You guys know it. And who are you, young lady at the top?
You're on mute.
Yeah, she got.
Hello. This is Meredith Denaire, as you guys can see, the owner of Opal and Olive Notary Specialist. And for Margaret, Chi-Town, let's go.
Okay.
Chicago.
Okay. And who are you, young lady?
I am Margaret Green, real estate queen.
What is that?
How y'all doing? So I gotta say it again. Go ahead.
Okay, your turn, young lady.
My name is Ursula D. Allen, aka Blue Lewis, aka Virgo.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
I am
All right. All right. And the wretched Ursula. That's the wretched Ursula there. That's hitting the head. That's the wretched. So, guys, how's everybody doing today?
Everybody is well here.
Ursula.
Yes, all is well.
I would love for you to report.
Good, good, good in the neighborhood.
You didn't have to say on camera, I could have a minor role for you. What does that mean?
Oh my goodness.
You ain't had
You
to
know
say that on camera like I ain't good enough.
Fred, you know good well how she is. That's that Virgo coming out. So you got to be
Sensitive.
careful what you say to her on
You ain't had to say it like
here,
I ain't good enough for something good. Oh, I might have a minor role for you.
Oh my
What I
goodness.
do to you?
Uh-uh.
Well,
We'll let
Virgo season.
we'll let you and we'll
He
let
said,
you and
"Stop it."
Freddie we'll let you and Frederick have y'all little argument later. But right now we
I'm
got
not
a show.
arguing. I'm not arguing.
We got a show we got to run right now. And that's what he said. He said, "Stop it." That's right. Tell her, Frederick. Tell her.
Ooh, yeah.
So how's everybody been? How's everybody's day today?
Good.
Everybody been good. Everybody been good.
If you ask me one more time how my day been,
Yeah, he said, "Get out your feelings." I'll say, so
I'm sorry,
because y'all,
darling. That's where
you
I
and him
live.
going back and forth, so I
I'm
just had
sorry,
to,
darling. That's where I live. I live in my feelings.
yeah,
Ooh.
we know. We already know that. We are aware. But anyway, guys, so let me tell you, we're gonna let our real estate queen say a few things, just a few things, please. Okay,
I ain't got nothing to say.
Hey,
you ain't got nothing to
stop
say.
walking on.
No, but just just something simple. Just if you're ready to go and you're ready to buy that house, actually, it's still a good time to buy, because if you think back on interest rates before they start getting down below 5%, and before they was getting to 3%, interest rates used to be like 7 and 8%. So don't let the interest rate the way it is now be a deterrent, because it's still less than what they were years ago. So just like I said, budget, look at how much you can afford, and pay attention to that of how much you can afford, and then look for the home that you want, and look at once you find that home, see if it fits your budget. If it fits your budget and the interest rate that it is, go for it, because the prices of houses is only going to go up even more sooner or later as they go up.
Okay.
Go ahead, Meredith. What's up?
I got a question. So you just mentioned about the interest rate. Does everybody qualify to have that lower interest rate? What do they need to do, or is there a certain credit score or qualifications
Yes.
they need to have?
Your credit score will determine your interest rate. If your credit score is, say for instance, your credit score is 620, you can probably get a decent interest rate. But if your credit score is like 7 or 8, you're gonna get a really good interest rate.
What
But
about
now
580? What if they are 580?
then you need to work on it, because even though you can still even though you can still buy, because some lenders will finance you at
That's
580,
right.
just expect to be paying at a higher interest rate. And another way people don't realize that you can actually buy down in some cases your interest rate, because interest rates are points. When you got, say for instance, you got the bank or whoever that's going to give you the financing. Say for instance, they say we can give you an interest rate of 5.25 with points, and a lot of times it is either a half a point, a whole point, 2 points, 1 point. Those points equal to interest rates, equal to reducing that interest rate. So if it's a one with 0 points, then that interest rate is at 5% or 5.25 with 0 points. So you don't have to worry about buying it down, but you can if you want to. That actually helps lower your payment. So that's something that some people used to do when they were buying, and they wanted to see if the seller's real motivated to sell. They'll say, "Hey, well, I would like to know if you'd help with closing costs." That's part of your closing costs, of helping with closing costs, is being able to say, okay, that whatever money that they apply to my closing costs, that can be part of you having them to buy down some of your points to bring your interest rate down and to bring your mortgage payment down. But increasing your credit score is key. It's key.
Okay.
And reducing your debt to income ratio is another key. So those are two important keys that unlocks your ability to purchase and get it at a decent rate and not be house poor.
So
Okay.
you recommend them pulling
Okay,
their
Earth.
credit report beforehand.
Yeah. So they'll know where they need to start and where they need to go.
Thank you for that.
And that's my goal
Okay.
nugget.
All right. I'm even scared to ask you to go ahead and say a few things, but just please make it short because we still got a lot more to go through before we get to, the other
Ooh,
things.
Right. Who you talking to,
I'm
boo?
talking to the notary up there.
Who you talking to, boo? What you want me to say? What you want me to say? I mean,
Just
I
give them
think
a little gold nugget. That's all.
all
That's all they
right.
need. They just need some, just a little piece of nugget. That's it. I
All right.
love you too, Fred. We love you too.
we love you too,
Love you
Fred.
too.
Ooh yeah. So I mean, I think we already talked about. I think I've already mentioned what a notary does. That they the first defense of fraud. I think did I say that before? If not, then I'm saying it now that a notary is the first defense of fraud. We're like an official witness of the state. Um, and yeah. So I mean, we administer oaths. We do the acknowledgments, and to make it simple, when we witness, we could witness certain documents. Sometimes we are the notary and the witness in some cases, depending on what the documents are. And usually, if you require a witness cannot be anybody that's related to you or have any um, for lack of a better term, like they're not privy or part of any of what they're not getting anything from it. So it has to be a neighbor or a friend or something like that. Usually, when they require a witness for certain documents in the state of Illinois, we do require a witness for power of attorneys. Usually, is 2 witnesses. How about that?
All
Amen.
right.
That's
That's
good.
good. Good information. Um, Ursula, you got any celebrity news or any author ideas or anything that you want to say?
That
Sure.
young book.
I just want to say thank you guys for your support. My book launch was beautiful. It was amazing. I wish you guys could have been there. Really, it was beautiful. I thank God for it. And if you're out there watching, it's go time to purchase my book. I'm available on Amazon. Let me tell you about this poetry. Thank you, Margaret. Um, I'm available on Amazon, and if you want an autographed copy, you may cash out me at $ Ursula D Allen, or follow me on Facebook, Ursula D Allen, and you'll see my cash app and everything. But thank you guys.
All right.
You're welcome. I was trying to find it on Amazon. It wouldn't pop up.
Yeah,
Well,
Huh?
it's on there. If you go under books, put
Oh, go on the books. Okay.
because then I have a author page, so both of my books are on there.
Okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna purchase it from you because I know that you will get your whole thing from
Yeah, I don't have
purchasing it
Cash
from
App.
you.
I don't have Cash App.
Zell it. You can Zell it if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should
So
give
I,
you the.
I gave you my number. Send it to me.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, before we get started on our thing, I'm gonna tell y'all what I read today. Okay, so first thing I read about was uh, a dad wins $3.6 million in lottery. He didn't share with his sons. He had 3 sons, and he didn't want to share it with his sons, so he did not share it with them. So the sons decided to smash up their dad's cars with a hammer
What?
after he refused to share the $3.6 million in lottery. They
Ages. What kind of ages?
they were grown. They
When they get
destroyed.
mad, you should have
They
told him. You
destroyed
should have told
two
him.
of his new vehicles that he had, and to top it off, they called the police on their own selves afterwards. One of the sons said the lottery winning was the worst thing that could have ever happened to their family because it ripped their family apart.
Wow.
So, so we just have to be careful what we ask for, because
Yeah, that's true. I've heard that happen more
you
than
know,
once.
yeah, they said that. Well,
They call it a curse.
I guess they felt that he was being selfish, though. I don't think it's called selfish, but what I wouldn't have done is I wouldn't have probably told nobody that I had it, especially if I had no intention on sharing it with anyone.
Hmm.
I would probably gave them a little check or something and said something happened, but I wouldn't have told them.
Yeah. Just say I got a settlement for something else and just send you a little something.
Yeah,
Should
but
be
I
okay.
probably wouldn't have told them about,
Yeah.
that's
Everybody is different.
Was he
yeah.
married?
It didn't say.
I
I
was gonna
didn't
say
know.
what his wife say.
I don't know him personally, so I don't.
You know what?
What is going on with you? What is wrong with you?
Lift
Yeah,
that thing on that hand.
unloosen that thing a little bit.
Oh, and then, guys, so let me tell y'all about this one. So, did y'all hear about the alleged black pastor Michael Jennings got arrested for watering the neighbor's flowers? Did y'all hear about that?
Mm-mm.
So
Really?
his neighbors were out of town. This happened in Alabama.
Oh,
His neighbors was going out of town, so they left him in charge of taking care of their property for them while they were out of town. So they say he had been doing this for 7 years. So then one of the neighbors called the police because she thought it was somebody else over there. She didn't know it was him. So when the police got there, she was explaining to the police. The police called and asked for the guy, for whoever the neighbor was that called the police to come out. And so she finally came out. But in the meantime, the guy was watering the grass. The what they call that camera that the police officer have on them.
yeah,
He had,
body
Body
cam.
cam.
yeah, the body cam. He It shows him watering the grass. He was actually watering the grass, and they asked him for identification, and he told them that he didn't feel like he needed to do that. He didn't feel like he should give them his identification, which I could understand where he coming from, because that happened to me. I was in front of my own property. I had called the police on the lady next door to my property, and because she had some um, dude in the neighborhood cut our tree, and they messed our tree up in front of our house. And so I called the police on her. And so because she was an elderly lady, they decided that they were going to try and reverse it. And the officer started asking me for my identification and different, where do I live, and all this other stuff. And I told the officer that I don't owe you that explanation. I said, I don't owe you my identification. I don't owe you any of that. I don't have to show you that, because I was the one made the call. And I said that, so I don't have to supply you with anything, because I'm not the one that's the problem that did the problem. What happened. I said, if you look, you see how she had this guy mess up my tree. So basically, I got what he was saying when he decided that, hey, no, I'm not going to give you my ID. I don't have to give you an ID, because what he already told him, he told him I used to be an ex-police officer myself. He said, so I know what you're going to do with my identification. He said, now you're going to put me in the system, and I'm not going to allow you to do that. So because he refused, they arrest him. And so the neighbor came out. They asked the neighbor about what happened and stuff. Was she the one who called the police? She said, yeah, she called the police, but she was calling because she thought, she didn't know it was him that was over there. And she told the police, she said, well, they've been friends for like 7 years. She said, and he does this every year. Every time they go out of town, he always makes sure that their lawn is cared for
So why
and
she call the
everything.
police?
But she didn't know. She didn't know who was over there. She said she heard somebody over there but she didn't see the person, so she didn't know what was going on. So she called the police thinking that it was somebody else, allegedly. That's what she said. And so the police end up arresting him because he wouldn't give them his identification. They said that he had to give his identification because they asked him for it. So he was supposed to give it to him, allegedly. And
So he
so,
looked different or something. Like, I mean, how
oh
was it?
yeah,
He's been there
yeah,
for
he looked
7
different.
years.
He looked different because he was black. He was a black man.
And
That's
she
why he
was
looked.
white.
Yeah, she was white. And
Mm.
His skin color changed in 7 years. I'm just saying he
You
looked different
know.
than his
exactly.
neighbor for 7 years.
Exactly. And they
Hmm.
said that it was a vehicle in the driveway, allegedly, that they didn't know whose vehicle it was. So they thought that it was somebody over there doing something they had no business doing. But when she seen it was him, then she said that she realized, oh yeah, he's always come over there and care for their property when they go out of town, is what she said. But they arrested him. They still took him to jail.
Really? Wow.
I think he should
I'd be
have gave
suing them.
them his
I'd be suing
ID.
them, and I'd be suing her too. I'm sorry.
He he
I
already he already he did. He said that. He said he was gonna sue.
Hmm.
He told them that too. He told
Hmm.
them. He
Because
said,
I'm like,
I'm
you get me arrested for no reason.
I think that he should have gave them his ID though.
you
For
think
what?
so?
Yeah,
But
let me
he
tell you.
but see, he
Listen,
a
here's
police officer.
what
He
I
was
say to my sons
mhm,
is that you comply and deal with the issues later.
mhm,
Get home
mhm,
because people get killed. And I mean, I understand the rights and the laws and the policy. I get it. God knows I get
mhm,
it. But what
mhm.
I'm saying is people get killed for less.
Yeah.
And so when they ask you something like that, I tell my son, comply, and then we'll deal with the issue later. If we have to sue or if we have to handle it differently. Because, when they ask you to do something, sometimes they hurt people, kill people, whatever.
Some of them, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you comply or not. People have lost their life complying and
That's
giving
Well,
true.
them their
that's
ID.
true.
Some of them. So some of them just gung ho. Some of
That's
them just
true.
got that Barney Fife mentality that they think that they can just do what they want, and what they don't understand is if you're no longer in that uniform, you become a regular citizen again yourself. So you got to understand, if you can do all you want to in that uniform, but one day you will not be a officer, because you'll either lead a force or whatever. you you got to remember, you might be in that same situation yourself, like he found himself in. He was no longer a police officer. They didn't care that he had been a police officer before.
Right.
No,
He was
they
a
Well,
regular
didn't.
citizen again.
but this is, I agree. I'm gonna agree with Ursula, and the reason being is because he could have easily just said, here's just because it don't necessarily mean that he's going to be put in the system or anything. They look at
Right.
the ID and see what his address is, and it's just a simple like, man, I've been doing this for 7 years. I don't know why she called y'all, but here's my ID, and you see that his address is on there. That could have been squash. It wouldn't have been no reason for him to go to jail or anything else. It's just a
But
simple, just looking at an address. To
but
me,
Right.
he told them where he lived at. He told them that he was a pastor. He told them, my name is Pastor Jenkins. He told them that. But the officers still did not want to, they wanted his identification.
and I
But
still would have
nine,
asked for it.
nine,
Yeah.
yeah, I get that. And but 9 times out of 10, when they want your identification, they want your identification because they're getting ready to run your name. They're getting ready to run your information. And there is no reason why you should be running my information into your system and putting me into the system because once they run your name, your information is going into the system.
So let me say this. Just
Mhm.
because he said he was a pastor, and just because he said something, because people lie all the time.
Oh yeah.
We've seen where people been like, I mean, we see on like television or the news or whatever, and they say, "Oh, what's your name?" My name Johnny Doe. No, your name is not Johnny Doe. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm just looking at both sides. You know what I'm saying? I
I
Hmm.
get
get
what
what
you're
you're saying.
saying, but I also get my thing is to try to make it as less painless
Right.
as possible and try to
But
not have any problems. But some stuff is out of your control. you know that you did everything right. So once you did everything right, but like, okay. But I get what you're saying. Things have happened where people have done stuff right, but at least don't give no ammunition at all.
Right.
None. Zero. We
Yeah,
we
that's
Yeah.
true. But I think the thing that irritates me is that we always got to be in the one that have to comply with everything that the law says. And
Yeah.
I've seen on so many shows, cop shows, where Caucasian folk, white people, whatever you want to call it, that have act of plum fool with these police officers, and they go home to their family.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you got some who were black and all they did is ask them, why was I being stopped? Why was I being, all of a sudden you being snatched out of the car, thrown on the ground, and some of them don't go home to their families. But I seen a video where this guy he beat these two police officers up himself, and he was drunk, and he took their vehicle. Do you think they shot at him? No. Took their own patrol car,
yeah.
and they didn't do nothing. So I'm like,
Yeah.
how is it that he was
I'm
able to
not
get his
disagreeing with you.
car?
I
No,
Yeah.
we agree with that, but you already know. We already know they gun happy when it comes to us. So yeah, in a way, I do get what y'all saying because
Mm,
he was kind of when he was talking to them, he was kind of a little aggressive, a little. So because he was a little aggressive, I think um I was worried. I was honestly
mhm,
yeah,
watching the video. I was worried that they was going to shoot him, honestly,
yeah,
because the way he was, he said no, and then the messed up part, the part that he really messed up at, the officer was talking to him, and he walks away, going to talk, telling him, "I'm going to water these other flowers in the back."
Oh,
So yeah, when he said that part, as I think about it, he shouldn't have did that because
yeah,
he basically like disrespected him in so many ways by him doing that. And not only that, they didn't know what he was getting ready to do. He pulls his phone
exactly.
out and
yeah,
started texting. He started trying to call his wife. And they could have thought he had a gun in his hand. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And
yeah,
shot him in the back.
yeah.
That's
Because they
right.
known for that.
You
They
know,
known for shooting people in the back.
yeah,
that's a
So
coward
because
move.
of it, yeah, well, it is, but
Mhm,
in his,
I know.
thinking about it, he could have
yeah.
avoided some of that.
And I
You
think
know,
so. I mean, I know a lot of policemen, and from what I hear is sometimes they won't even write the ones I know. They, it's a matter of respect. Like if you're calm and you adhere to whatever they say or whatever, you just acting, calm or whatever, then most will be like, yeah, I ain't even gonna give you no ticket. I don't even like this is consider this a warning, or like let me just see, and it's done, and it's
mhm.
done. I'm a
In some cases,
in
now
some
you
cases
some
Mhm.
of
it's not all.
some,
I agree, it's
yeah,
not
you some of them you
all
got
the
some a
cases, but
holes
I'm
out
just
there.
saying, just try
Mhm.
to.
Because there was another one with a guy who was military in his full fatigues, and this was in Virginia, and they got pulled this guy out of his car, and he was asking them, what did I do? What did I do? They got the guns drawn, and so it's like I understand the law is the law, but you got to also be in consideration of other people too. They want to go back home just like you want to go home. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah,
don't treat people the way you don't want to be treated, because that could be one of your own relatives that it could happen to.
That's
It's
true.
being a police officer. It could be one of your own children that the police all pull over, and they can get gun happy and shoot one of your kids.
Right.
So you need to be considerate of somebody else's child that want to be home, or somebody else's husband or daughter or wife that want to come back home too.
I concur. I concur with you 100%. But I'm gonna add to that. What I'm gonna add is, guess what? Just
Mm.
like we talked about pastors and people in other professions, police are just regular people too.
They are,
They
but
just
they
that's their
forget that.
job.
They
So they were
forget that.
bad cops already. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They were bad people already. That just happened to that's their profession. So we
Mm.
Mhm.
can't put lump everybody in the same, just like you don't want to be lumped in the same thing.
But
And
they do.
but they are. However, I'm just saying they're just regular
Mhm.
people. They were already that way before they became cops.
Oh
So
yeah, a lot of them became cops because they were being bullied as a
in
And
kid.
school,
and then the
exactly.
other thing I want to add
They
is
sure was.
we were just recently pulled over like over this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We knew what we did, but we ain't argue with it. Like, wait, just oh yeah, here you go. What licensing? Here you go.
Hmm.
Come
But
back. Oh, we just
sometimes
gonna give you a
you could
warning.
be
Okay. I mean,
sometimes you
you
be
could tell he
mild.
was young. You could tell he was
Yeah. But
new,
sometimes you can be
but
mild
you
mannered and
can't.
all of
But
a
you
sudden they
can't.
tell
You
you.
know, because when you start and
But sometimes you can be mild mannered and some of them will still say, "Why are you being so aggressive?" And you thinking just because my tone is a little higher than normal, I'm aggressive now.
but
You know, that's what I don't understand.
yeah, but
Yeah.
sometimes you feel
They're
people
always so
energy.
quick
You
to
know what
say
I'm
we're
saying?
aggressive.
You feel
You
people
know,
energy, and when you feel people energy, be like, okay, so what you know? So I'm gonna give you the same. How we use the time, I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me. You
hmm
making me nervous. I'm nervous too. You
hmm
nervous, I'm nervous too. So now we both. You
And
know,
Hmm.
we have to do everything we can do on our part. The thing
it's
is,
yeah, it's
like you
unfortunate.
say,
It's unfortunate, but that's the world that we're in right now.
exactly,
That's the
exactly.
world
We
that
just
Hmm.
have to
we're
make
in.
sure our nose is clean.
Right.
It's
Well,
unfair.
anyway, he did file a racial discrimination lawsuit against the police station there in Alabama. So we'll see what happened
Alabama,
allegedly.
oh Lord.
Well, follow up with that, Laura, the author, so we can
Hmm. Yeah.
go back and revisit.
Well,
They probably
yeah.
gonna throw it out.
Well. Today, guys, it's Let's Talk About It Tuesday. So we talk about some of everything on Tuesdays. So today, Ursula and I decided that we will talk about how can you support a friend or family member in their business. Okay. So I started off by putting that comment up on the board.
All right.
So
Oh yeah. Comment or
then
share the opinions on the post media. Okay.
that's one way of supporting it. There's another one.
Share resources you found, respect their schedule, speak life over their goals, be their customer or at least their.
Cheerleader.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Those are some good points.
Hmm. So you know how sometimes you start a business, and the first people you actually expect to support you is usually you're looking for your friends and your family to support you. Not all the time does that happen. A lot of
No.
times it be some strangers that'll support you more than your family and friends will. And sad part about it is what I have learned over the years of doing books and different things that I do. The sad part about it is that what I learned is that a lot of times, sometimes you find that some of your friends and some of your family be jealous of your get up and go, you know. So because of they won't support you. So um and I say that because you find it, you see this all the time. We see it all the time happening, I'm an author, Ursula's an author, Meredith do the notary, Margaret does the real estate. How many times can you say your own friends say, well, they need something signed and they don't come to you and get it signed, get it notarized?
A whole bunch of times.
Exactly.
And then
Margie,
they
how many
say,
how many friends have you found that they buy a house and didn't
mhm.
even bother to reach out to you to say, hey,
And then they'll
uh,
go, "Oh, I forgot, girl. I forgot." I don't want to hear it. Don't ask me no more questions.
exactly.
That's how I feel. After that, it's like, don't ask me no more questions. Then don't because if I wasn't good enough for you to help in that transaction, but you
What
called
you
me for
said.
every time everything else, that ain't cool. That ain't
Yeah.
cool at all. So
And just like you, Ursula, how many times have you not a friend not brought a book for whatever reason? They say, "Oh, girl, I'ma support you. I love it." And oh, girl, you better
He's so silly.
Yeah, how many times have your friends told you that? How
And
many?
then not only that, I do balloons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I
People
Hmm.
will
didn't know
go.
Oh, I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do.
She do some pretty balloons too.
I do T-shirts and stuff. You'll get friends and stuff will go and pay big money for both. And I'm right there. I'm right here talking to you, talking to me about somebody else you paid to do something like that. So many times I can't even count.
Yep.
Well, you know how people are. They'll go, I ain't giving you my money. It's like, why you ain't giving me your money? You gave it to somebody else.
Hey,
So, oh well.
You get one
But,
time and one
but I
time only.
always, I mean, I
That's
learned
the
that a
way I'm
long
set
time
up. You
ago.
get one time and you get one time only. And I'm gonna
Like
move
Yeah.
that
on.
guy,
But
like
I ain't
that
gonna
guy that just recently at one of the things Meredith offered to print out some paperwork for him for the thing. The guy told her, what you think, I'm a charity case or something? Then send me a text message later talking about something. Can you get the young lady that was gonna do the thing for me? Can you get her to print it
yeah.
out for me? Meredith said you got one time and one time only. And
Stop
I
asking for discounts. Free work, right?
look. Look, and what I say, Laura?
and she said, well, you get one time and one time
I
only.
told him that day. He said, well,
Hmm.
maybe later, maybe next time. It's like, no, I offered you get one time and one time only. And
And
then
he
a
thought
couple
she
of weeks
was
later,
playing.
he thought I was
Hmm.
playing. He sent her a text. Hey, can you ask her? And I said, oh, he thought I was playing.
Hmm. When he seen that it cost more at the library to do it,
You
and
thought I
that's
was
why
playing?
she had volunteered to do it for him because she
I didn't
knew
ask
we
you for
already
anything.
knew how much it was going to cost at the library. That's why she volunteered to do it.
It's the way that I'm set up. I was offering something to you. I didn't ask you for a dime. I said, oh, you live close by. I'll print your stuff and drop it off where you live. Oh, no, no, that's all right. I mean, maybe later. I was like, oh, no, bro, this is a one time and one time only thing.
Hmm.
And
But
he
you know,
still be like, oh, you thought I was playing? I'm serious.
I found also
I ain't
that
mad.
in real estate that people, sometimes friends and sometimes family, don't want to work with you because they figure, oh, she gonna know what my credit is, or she gonna know how much I paid for my house. I could care less of how much. All I'm trying to do is help you get there. I'm trying to get you from being a renter to being a buyer. All I'm trying to do is get you from point A to point B and maybe to point Z. But if you think that all I want to do is find out your business, I can go on a public notice and find out your business if I want to find out anything. That's nothing that won't keep me from finding out. But a lot of times that's what they be thinking. Oh, you gonna find out about my credit? You gonna find out if your credit jacked up? It's jacked up. But I can help you get it straight. So why would you want to have that as an issue? But that's what I've found that some people, how they quick to say, well, no, I'm going to so and so because I was working with her before, knowing good and well they weren't. They
I have
just
a question to ask you. I have a question to ask you. Let me read this. Compliment and encourage them. This is one I find to be very helpful because it costs nothing to try to encourage people to be them better, their best selves. It costs zero to encourage people that you say you love. You know what I'm saying? It costs nothing. But in fact, it make me feel better to encourage somebody to be their best, to go after their dreams. But my question I want to ask you, Margaret,
mm-hmm.
is do you think that people think that you won't work as hard for them because you were
Hmm.
friends?
Hmm.
I've heard
They,
that
and
said
they
about real
shouldn't
estate.
think that because me personally, I'm trying to get you to where you want to be. So why wouldn't I want to work as hard for you? I'm going to give you 110%, just like I'm going to get somebody who's not my friend, because I want you to get to that point that you're trying to get to. I want you to get to that first home, or I
Yeah,
want you to get to that first investment property. I want you to
right.
get to that part of rebuilding your credit and being and starting somewhere, being that start for your family. So
Mhm.
why wouldn't I want to help you get to that point?
Well,
I'm not the type of person that sit there and was going, "Well, I ain't helping you because you might do better than me." No, I ain't that type of person.
Well, you know
So,
what? I'm gonna tell you what I have learned though in some cases, and this probably the reason why sometimes you will have that problem where you find that some friends won't come to you for real estate deals or a notary and this and that because they feel that you gonna slide them a little. You're gonna be a little different with work with your work performance with them than you are with somebody that's not a friend of yours. Because, and this is the reason why, because now I'm gonna say, because from experience, I did some business with a few friends, and what I found is they slacked on me when it came to doing what they were supposed to do for me, and they
Yeah.
half-ass did it. But I'm paying you just like the other person is. I ain't asked you for no discount. That's the
Mhm.
reason why I put this one up here, because I didn't ask you for no discount. I'm not asking for no
Mhm.
discount because I know the business. I know
Mhm.
that you're trying to make money just like I am. And
Mhm.
when I ask you, if I come to you and ask you to do a logo for me, I expect you to do my logo the way I asked you to do it, when I asked you to do it, and when I pay you. Not,
Mhm.
well, I'll get to it in a few weeks, or I'm gonna get to it in a few months, but you got my money already today.
Mhm.
So would you do that to somebody that is not a friend or not a cousin or a sister or whatever to you?
Mhm.
Would you do that for them? Do them like that? No, you wouldn't.
Mhm.
But you gonna do it to me because I am a friend and you feel that you can get away with it.
Quote
But
unquote.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so that will cause people to like say, well, you know what, I think I'm gonna try somebody else. And it is, and then everybody is not that way. Some of us know that business is business.
Mhm.
You know, it's just like I don't know if I told you guys about one time we had this guy come out. He puts a water heater into our basement. So now, originally on his advertisement, he said that they removed the old one and they take the old one out. So, and this is another thing that I've learned about. Sometimes we have a hard time getting. This is the reason why we sometimes have a hard time getting business, because a lot of times what happen is our own always is something. We feel like we don't have to give that 100%
That's
like
right.
we would if you was going to a Caucasian person's house
Mhm.
Mhm.
or whatever the case may be. So this guy, what he told us was, okay, he said, because it was getting really late, and I need other guys to help me get this thing out of here. So he said, so I will just come back tomorrow and I'll remove the we'll come get the old one. So tomorrow came, I called the guy, he wouldn't answer his phone. So I said, okay. So I called his office and I left a message. He still didn't call me back. So then I called again, the secretary answered, and I told her. So I said, well, I'm gonna tell you this to tell him that I put a stop payment on the check. Soon as I said that, then I get a call from this guy. Oh, well, we'll be out there today to get it. So I'm listening to him while when they come to get it, they struggling to get it out of the basement. We knew that it was going to be hard to begin with, but the thing is, don't put that on your advertisement that you're going to remove the old product if you're not going to do it. So we listening to him. So I'm listening to him as he out there in the front of the house after they finally get the thing out. I'm listening to him tell him, next time this SH happen, we gonna leave it. You know, just like that. He telling somebody this. So you know, now you know, because I'm hearing you say this, you will not get my business again, and I will tell everybody I know about your service. And
Mhm.
I say this because a lot of times this is what happens when it's somebody you know. They get too comfortable with the fact that, oh, you're my friend, so I don't have to do what I would do for somebody else. I don't have to do that same thing for you because you my homie, you
Mhm.
know. And that's what happens, and that's how people look at each other, and that's the reason why sometimes people won't use their friend for something like real
Yeah.
estate or notary or whatever the case may be. That's
Mhm.
one of the reasons why, because they be worried that they're not going to give me 100% like they would that other person.
Mhm.
And that guy, so after the guy, after he finished getting, they struggled and got the thing out of the house, he comes back in and he says to me, So you're gonna give me another check or you're gonna pay by credit card? What I said, it already cleared.
So he didn't even know.
He didn't even know the check had cleared. It had cleared
Mhm.
already. I said it already cleared. He said, "What?" I said, "Oh yeah, you got your money." And he left out. He was pissed off. I could hear him out there telling them, "Oh, that's some bull sh." Yeah, no, the
No,
bull
that
sh
was a
was
bull because
you.
your intention was to leave it
Leave
then.
it
So I
there.
was going to pay you and you were going to
Yep,
leave it there. So
exactly.
Mhm.
that's
Yep.
poor
But
customer
he was
service.
just
And
he
yes, you'll
was
be getting a
telling
horrible rating.
you.
Yep.
But
Wow, that's funny.
regardless,
That's
right,
funny.
regardless of whether I'm working for a friend or somebody else,
Right.
I mean, like,
You give it 100%. You
Mhm.
should.
period. Because
Mhm.
I want you to be able to refer some of your friends and
Mhm.
family to me. You know what I'm saying? I still want a good review from you to be able to continue to do my business because I'm trying to build this, woman-owned business. And, so I mean, I'm going to treat you just like Margaret said, just like if you were a stranger. And
Mhm.
if that's what I'm building my business upon, integrity and great customer service, and helping those in need, and my friend is in need, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I but you're right, because I have had several instances where people will not support, or I've used other people, and you'd be like, really? Horrible service. I'm like, well, that's why sometimes we don't use,
Mhm.
because it's
Mhm.
for, but you take a chance, because it's just like if you go to a doctor,
You take
and
the
that
chance.
doctor does not serve you well, or you don't, like the way that this doctor, handle you, then you need to look for, or a hairdresser, you'd be like, I'm not happy with that hairdresser. So, I mean, you take chances, but
Yeah.
it's frustrating. It is
Yeah,
it
it
is
is.
frustrating, but it is still a process, and you continue. Don't let nobody change who you are. Nobody change the way that you handle business or anything.
Mhm.
And you just continue to do that. And I'm always gonna throw God in there. You just ask God to send people your way that mean you well. That's gonna,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so be positive, and pay you for what you're worth.
Yeah.
So
And you know what cracks me up too is they'll use somebody else and then they'll come back to you and ask your opinion about the stuff. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, why are you asking me? Why don't you ask the person that you just did your transaction with? What are you calling me for? You
mhm.
Right,
know,
because
and
I think
that's messed up.
in reference to small businesses like our personal businesses, I think it comes down to you knowing your friend, knowing your loved one, meaning you knowing what kind of ethics I have. You know what I mean? What kind of ethics I operate in. Because for me, for me, if my friend asks me to do something, you know what I'm saying, in my realm of experience, I'm gonna work a little harder because I'm like, okay, this is my girl. And
Yeah.
then, like you say, because I love you, and then because I want you to say, girl, she ain't gonna give you the right like she gonna give me, but she is gonna get you right.
Right.
She gonna work hard for you. She gonna,
Mhm.
give you options. She gonna do this, do that. But that's because that's who I am.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
if you know you got a sorry old friend, call a spade a
Mhm.
spade. You
I remember
know,
I had a situation happen with us. I had an ice
They,
cream shop.
they throw you off sometime too, but go ahead.
Yeah, we had a ice cream and sub shop one time some years ago, and we had a friend of ours came into our shop. I used to work with her, and her husband says, "Oh, because I had left my job and I was running the shop, and my husband was still working his full-time job, so he gonna come in there and say." Oh, well, I hope y'all like y'all house y'all staying at. As if because I had left my full-time job to run the shop, that we was gonna lose our house and everything we had because I was no longer getting a regular check from that job. Well, what he didn't understand is it not only did I increase that, but we also increased in other stuff. So while he was trying to throw shade to see if we was going to be able to keep what we had, we increased even more than what we had when we first came, when we opened shop. But it was sad that he would think that we were not going to keep what we had, because I had came off a full-time job to run the shop. I was like, I couldn't believe this. I had to look at him twice when he said it and asked him, I said, what did you say? And I was like, I couldn't believe this. And my husband was like, that joker said what?
That's how we do.
Mm-hmm. So he was automatically assuming that we was going to fail at what we were doing. I'm like,
well, it could have been some little hateration.
Yeah. We had it open for like 2 years. And I was like, man, please. I was like, and I think they were shocked that we did. I was like, but then, but we did. You know, we closed it when we were ready to, not because we had to.
Right.
You know,
some people don't like to see you do well. And some people just, you know, we got some haters in the world. They be like, oh, she thinks she all that. They think they all that. They opening up this and they always doing something. They better hope they able to pay that, you know.
Yeah.
That's mortgage.
And it's like me and Laura talked about a million times. People think because you're an author that you're really raking in the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, people try to count your money for you. They trying to count your money for you. They're like, don't count my money because you don't know what's going on. They look and see what you have. You're like, oh, you live in this house, you do this, you got
how many books you sold.
I don't need you to count my money for me because you don't know what's going on in my household. Don't
okay. I had somebody that actually started inboxing me talking about something. Yeah, I'm having a bad time. And I wanted to see if you can send me a couple of dollars and I'll give it back to you when I get paid and all this other stuff. I said, I was going to ask you for a couple of dollars.
It's like, hey, like all these places that's hiring, go get you a second job.
Yes, I've had those too. And I'm like, I ain't seen you in 10 years. You got the nerve to ask somebody for something?
Exactly.
And then you saying it with an attitude. Like, and if you can't, then never mind. I'm like,
that little money, you can't give me that little $500.
Yeah. Oh, that is so true. That's funny right there, Ursula. Hey, you mean tell me you tripping about that little dollar or whatever? That little dollar you asking for it.
Okay.
I don't care if it's $10, it's mine.
Right.
Yeah, this might be a low week for me, and I'm sitting up here like, okay, so how I'm gonna get back? Listen.
Okay, so Ursula gonna read off everything in our post. Okay, so we're gonna start off.
Okay, our first comment from Miss Laura says, comment or share. These are ways that you can support your friends and loved ones. First one is comment or share their post on social media. The second one, share resources you found. Number 3, respect their schedule. Number 4, speak life over their goals. Number 5, be their customer or at least their cheerleader.
Yep, that's it.
When I'm sad.
That's right. We skip numbers. We skipping numbers, okay? Because I couldn't remember what number I was.
Okay. Stop asking for discounts / free work.
Yeah. And because you get people that ask that a lot.
Compliment and encourage them. Engage their sites on their small businesses. Make sure you comment on their post. Talk about it with other people. Spread the news. Engage with them. Offer for help, ideas, honest feedbacks, and opinions. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Buy the products.
All right, y'all. So that is a few things that you can actually do to go out, support your friend. Oh, here's another one. I forgot about this one. This one was sitting there. Hold on.
I can't read it till I hear the bing. Okay. Share resources you found. Those
Oh my
are some good
goodness.
tips, Laura Bell.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's always good
Listen,
to like try and support
businesswoman.
your friends and stuff and your family members and stuff. It's always a good idea because you never know when that table turn and you
Mhm.
decide to start your own business or whatever the case may be, or you're
That's right.
selling a product, and then that person say the same thing you did to them. They remember those things because let me tell you, you might say today, "Oh no, I don't plan on starting no business," but you never know what may happen along the road uh, a few years from now, or maybe a few weeks from now, or maybe a few months from now. You just never know what may happen, what may fall in your lap, or what may cause you to have to start your own business or want to start your own business because of something may have happened. So you gotta, in order for them people to support you, you have to support them. But don't go in people boxes talking about some, hey, can you send me a couple of dollars or whatever the case may be. Don't do that. Don't do that because you don't know nobody's situation.
Mhm.
And not only that, when when your people make it, don't let that be the thing that drive you to
Hmm.
That's the first thing that's gonna drive them to you.
Yeah,
Let me
Come
hold
on,
something.
Virgo.
Let me hold something.
yeah. Because if you wasn't there for me when I was going through the dirt, when I was in the
When I was
ditches
When
struggling.
I
digging
was
again,
from the bottom, when I was
yeah.
at the bottom, now I'm here.
them. Oh Lord, what? What?
If you wasn't there,
What the hell was that?
I just felt it in my spirit to channel
Oh,
with these people. Channel.
what are you channeling?
Some spirits, some spirits that we don't want.
Ah!
Oh my god! Oh my goodness, y'all! Y'all is crazy. Y'all is crazy.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
don't.
yes,
Yeah, but
yes.
yeah, you
So
wanna.
I agree with everybody. So Ursula, I went on. I got followed you on your website, and of course, I follow baby girl Laura, and I'm thinking I follow Marguerite. I think I do.
I
And
don't know.
what? You should. I should be a new member. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I tried to, like you said, follow, like, share people's information. And I think we, should just get better at that. And maybe we
Yeah.
can feature, somebody or one of your businesses, friends that has business like
Mhm.
once a week. Because from what I understand, with social media, when we out here, because we getting out here and we trying to tell everybody what we do and sell our products and all of that stuff, but sometimes we want people to know who we are as individuals too, and know that we support other businesses or
Mhm.
authors or what have you. So I think that it would just be nice to just feature somebody, like your book, like, hey, this is my girl Ursula, she's an author and she has a new book that's out, this is her second book, blah blah
That's
blah.
cute.
Same like with Laura, she's a author, she's a playwright, blah blah blah. And Margaret, the Margaret Green, the real estate queen, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so we, do that. Just, yes, look at me. That's me.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's
Yeah,
how
to like,
that's
share, and do that with
each
all of our
one of
business
us,
to build
right?
this network, right?
Yes,
I
So
exactly.
I do think, Meredith, that us in this group, I think we do a good job of supporting
yes,
each other.
yes, yes, yes.
But like you said, we want to spread the wealth.
Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, look at
Hallelujah.
us.
Hallelujah.
So
Please.
pretty. I love this picture.
Thank
Please.
you.
I
You
love
trying to be all
it.
sexy, that's
Look
all.
at
All
these
the
glasses.
legs,
These
okay?
glasses, honey.
All the legs.
And
Yeah.
that's my
Okay.
cash
So she's
app.
like,
Look, I see this
More
comedian was
money,
like,
more money, more money.
look, you know how people say, tell us where social media we can find you on. And so the comedians went around the room, they was like, you can find my Facebook is blah blah blah, my Twitter is whatever. So this one lady, she said, yeah, all them social media is good, but my social media you can find me on is dollar sign, and gave her cash. So she was like, you can always find me there, follow me.
Right.
Ooh,
Right.
that's a
Right.
pretty
A
call
little
right there.
change.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes. Look
That's
at
what we
us.
do.
Look at us.
Amen.
Listen.
Yeah.
Amen.
So
I
that's how you do it. You share each other's information and stuff.
yeah.
So because of I just put that on here, guess what? It goes on YouTube. And because it goes on YouTube, that shows everybody's it's gonna rotate with
Yeah.
all of our businesses. And
Amen.
so
Amen.
the purpose of it is I'm gonna tell you guys something that someone told me a long time ago. They said that if you ever look
That
in the
you,
sky and you look at the stars, do you see just one star in the sky?
Mm-mm.
No, there's more than one
Billions.
star. There's billions of stars.
Billions.
So that is the way life is. It's like there's enough money out here for all of us to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Even you people that's on the people that's watching, it's just send us your stuff. We don't mind sharing. That's
oh,
that's the purpose of having this show because we get to share everything with you know.
whoa, I just had a great idea.
What
Okay,
you had?
Have
come on.
y'all seen like the people on like Instagram or Be Love Life does it too? People will send a product and
Yep.
they will open it live
Yes.
and
We
review it.
Yep. And talk about it on the show. And
That
we
would
can
be
do that.
so
Yeah.
awesome.
And
Mm-hmm.
so if you guys have a product that you want to share with us, our information, you can send us an email first if you want to, or you can just send it straight to
The
the
PO box.
PO box, and I will put that up there. And then make sure it's enough of the product where I can send it around to each one of the ladies on the show. And then what happens is we'll talk about your product on the show.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is where you
Oh yeah.
send it. You could send the product to I'm gonna put it on here again because yeah I messed up.
Couple of issues.
Okay.
Yeah,
Laura,
today I'm
when is our year anniversary?
January.
actually it's January 1st.
Okay. Okay, because I told you my idea for our year, so I'm gonna start planning.
Right. We got an
And
idea that's gonna
yeah,
really be
and
nice.
also guys, maybe next year, you never know how God gonna bless us. You know what would be good? That we
Mhm.
all be in one city and
Yep.
do like a little special show.
Yep.
Mhm.
I
Wouldn't that be
concur.
good? That would be
Yeah.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I concur.
So you can send your product to that address, and what happens is we'll examine the product. We'll write our little notes out, and we'll talk about your product on the show. And you send pictures. Make sure that you send pictures of your product with the actual product so that we can share those pictures. Make sure you share your information, your website, and where they can purchase the product from, how they
Mm-hmm.
can reach you. Make sure you put all of that in in with your product so that when we share it on the show, we can talk about where they can find the product and everything. So
Good
That-
evening, Lisa.
Linda.
good evening, Linder.
So
Good evening.
the PO box, so they address it to Inspirational Talks.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I'll put that on there too, just in case for those who did not understand,
And Laura, are we gonna do karaoke again for our listeners? Are we gonna do
Yeah.
karaoke?
Yes, we are.
So is
Yeah.
that once a month? Is that once every
Yeah, let's make it a once a
Yeah.
month thing.
Yeah,
Let's
that'd be
let's do it
fun.
like that.
Okay, I gotta get
'Cause
my thing.
I actually had a good time doing that karaoke. So,
Is this a talent show? What was this?
Hey,
yeah, you hear what she just said? She said she gonna get her songs together.
Get a
Y'all,
Yeah.
little,
cause
Okay.
she plan on blowing y'all out the box.
who
Yeah.
else?
Ready for the world.
and we can do Key Lolo and Shanae.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna bring my 40.
You gonna bring your box? Oh my goodness! No, she did just so she gonna bring your.
K-E-Y. Loud.
Low.
You gotta put the nails on.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the plan, guys. So, like I said, if you are interested in your product being on our show, send us an email. Send us a send your product to that PO box right there, and
But
make
if
sure
they have
you
any
put
questions, Laura,
inspirational talk.
where can they email you
It's right there
for
on the
the
screen.
show? The email?
Yeah, the email is on the screen right here. It's
Where?
inspirational. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's gonna come across the screen.
You look like one of them old people.
Yeah, she do.
Y'all see that meme? She like,
They're going, what that
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Wait a minute. Maybe it's not on that one. Let me check.
When she sign off, y'all gotta stay on for at least 2 minutes because I gotta tell y'all something.
You gotta
ooh,
tell us
yeah.
something? Okay. So let me copy. I'm trying to copy something, but it won't let me do it. But anti-hole, I will put it inside the on the screen after the show because I don't have it written down, so I can't remember what it is right now.
You done wrote the song and you don't know what
Hey,
you done wrote it and don't know.
That's my book, and this is my new book coming out, y'all.
yeah, baby.
Listen up, little sister.
Yeah, baby.
I like the cover. It looks. I like that.
I know those are really
Thank
cute.
It's all inclusive.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna
Yes.
be cute. It's gonna be
Yes.
cute. The real estate queen, yeah.
Yes.
Blue. Okay, meta. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is for the
Leave.
show.
Leave.
Oh, yeah. It's
Leave.
Inspirational Talks with l.simmons@gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yes, you're right. Can you
I-
text that into the screen? Because
I cannot. I don't have this app. It just let me look. It won't let me type anything in for some reason.
I wrote the song. I can remember the words. I wrote the song.
All right.
Anime.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because he trying to write these songs and stuff. Don't.
I'm trying to help Ike. I'm trying to help.
You're trying to help.
I'm trying to help.
But anyways, guys,
Wait.
so you guys get
My name is Tina. And if you just help me, I promise. I'll pay you back.
Miss Turner, don't you worry about it. Give Miss Turner our best room. You get it right now. Right now. Get it right now. Miss Turner, come on. Black eye and all. Come on.
They're gonna put me in
Get
jail.
them bloody pants over here. Come on.
When he caught it, when he ran up, when he jumped in the car with her, he told me they're gonna put me in jail. I got. That's my problem.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that. No, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it one time. It's Namnyo holding on.
The devil is a lot.
That's why I said one time.
But that's how you support each other Make sure that you
Woo!
guys
Y'all are crazy.
make sure that
Like, share, comment, and subscribe, please, everybody.
Yes,
And
yes,
y'all singers
please.
who and buy the products of those you love and your friends and everything. Share resources you found. Y'all singers, y'all come on back.
Yes,
I
yes.
need
yeah.
to hear y'all from last time because see, yet last time my family was knocking on the door, but I'm gonna break it down for y'all this time. I gotta dance and everything. I'm gonna be ready. Okay, I'm gonna be
Thank
ready.
you,
You
Sabrina,
hear me?
for sharing.
What?
Yes,
Yeah, I was just thanking people for sharing.
yes.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
We're gonna be ready.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys get ready. We're gonna do another talent show. I think we'll probably do it next Tuesday. I think the guy is the guest that we
You
got
having a
coming on
Janet
Tuesday.
Jackson moment?
Alone in the room.
Trina Braxton. Trina.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that was my boo.
Control.
Oh my
You
goodness.
so lame. You mixing the wrong song.
Right.
Okay, so our guest will be on Tuesday, September the 13th, guys. He's gonna
Okay.
come on Tuesday, September the 13th,
Well,
and
that
he's gonna be talking to us about money, how to make your money grow, how
Monty.
something that we don't, that they don't usually we don't usually find out about until it's almost over with, or government finna step in and he finna put his taxes to it or whatever the case may be. So we don't find out about stuff. So this guy is finna break it down to everybody on how
That's
to
gonna be a
make
good
money.
show.
So make sure that you guys are in. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys know about the product the different ways of how we can make your money grow without have to pay the extra taxes, the high taxes that they're putting on your what is it called, your retirement
Inheritance
funds
and
and all
everything
that
else.
stuff. So he's going to show you how to take that money and grow it without that extra tax. So
Amen. Okay.
and so next Tuesday, we could do karaoke night. So everybody that want to sing on the show, make sure that you come on. Tell your friend to tell a friend, tell another friend to tell another friend, and keep it going. So you tell two, you tell two, you tell two, and then
And
they tell
so
two,
on,
and
and
so on,
so
and let
on,
it grow.
and so on. It's
Yes.
like beat out that soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ready too, y'all. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it this time. Mm-hmm.
What,
No, no,
what you doing, Marguerite? She said,
She's
okay.
like, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all.
control.
No. Okay. Well,
They
anyways,
did.
guys, we want to thank you guys for coming on to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. We really enjoyed you guys listening to our show and supporting us and telling friends about us and sharing our content with other folks. And we,
Amen.
we truly appreciate it. So we're going to let Meredith say her little spiel that she usually say about the show and before we end it.
Okay, I got my own little segment. Okay. Listen. What? Okay.
See, that's how black folks
Oh,
do. She asked you to say
listen,
one
thank you
thing.
guys. Thank you guys for coming out, hanging out with us. We love to have you guys. We love to have fun. We thank you for coming out. Like, share, tell a friend, spread the word, sing a song. Hallelujah. And
Oh,
anyway, like I said, like, share, tell a friend. Thank you for joining us. Join us this coming Tuesday. This is we're Tuesday and Thursday. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 6:15, Laura.
Yes, ma'am.
6:15, 7:15. We love. Hey, you guys can go back and rewatch some of our shows too. I think you will enjoy it.
totally.
We have some valuable information in there. Of course, we always have fun. We always have fun. And if you looking for a down to earth, motivation and encouragement and all of those things, you're in the right spot. So listen, continue to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, spread the word, share, and listen, support not only the inspirational talks, but support each and every one of us, because guess what? Ursula has a book out, and we need you guys still to go and purchase her book. It is on Amazon, but there's other ways that you can purchase as well. Let me tell you about this poetry, Words of a Soul by Blue Lewis. It did drop in, it is at Amazon as of August 28th, which was Sunday. So go and support. South Carolina, go and check out Margaret Green, the real estate queen.
Whoop, whoop.
Y'all, if y'all didn't know, you know now. Listen, called it her. And right here, Chicago, you know, you got me and Laura right here in Chicago. Anything, I'm all things notary, baby. All things notary. I service Chicago, Cook County, Will County, DuPage County, and Kankakee County. All things notary, loan signing, agent, property management, you name it.
Yes.
Called it me, 708-855-1909.
Okay.
And we have Laura, the amazing Laura. We wouldn't even have this platform if it have not been for Laura Simmons. She is an author. She is a playwright. She has books. She's a motivational speaker. Listen,
Yes.
y'all better get with it. Y'all better get with us. Get with us. Listen,
yes.
We got Inspirational Talks of Laura Simmons and Friends. We see y'all on Thursday. Have a good night.
Amen. Later.